There are more than 3 million people on LinkedIn, and there are 2 new people every single second that join LinkedIn, which is absolutely an incredible statistic. The more impressive part about that is that around 60% of the people who are on LinkedIn are making over $100,000 and or they're decision makers for themselves, their business, and their household. So this is just absolutely incredible. So welcome to LinkedIn LiON Marketing. This is presented by Invert Your Marketing Strategies. Today is definitely an amazing day because I'm just excited that we get to bring you some amazing news and that you can use LinkedIn with this. And so we want to make sure that the sun shines down on you today. No matter where you are, the sun gets to shine in on you right now. The question really becomes is where's the leak in your lead bucket? Because my guess, since you're here watching this, is that you've got an amazing system. You've got amazing products, services. When it comes down to lead generation, though, the number one challenge that businesses have, you're also maybe having a challenge with that or aren't getting quite the results that you want to get, which is why you're here today. The biggest thing is we're going to help you get 300 or more new leads every single month for every single one of your sales reps. The biggest thing is if you're using Facebook and it's not working for you, then just stop it, because it's an absolute just a total devouring system that brings in so few actual high quality leads, especially for business to business companies. What you can do is get more leads using LinkedIn. And that's exactly what I'm going to share with you today, is how to transition yourself from using all these other ad platforms and trying to wait for people to come in, which is what we call passive marketing, and start doing active marketing, start doing outreach through LinkedIn. Now you may be wondering, who am I? My name is Hawk Mikado, and I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've traveled the world and I've built many businesses. A lot of those have been shut down or failed. Some of them have been sold. The 7 of them were profitable, and that all of those experiences combined have really allowed me to understand exactly how businesses work, how they tick, and how to make a company profitable, which is why I'm the CEO of Invert. Here's some pictures of me having fun, skydiving and at In-N-Out Burger, as well as at an executive roundtable. So the question is, are you in the same boat that everybody else is in? You were told that you needed to have everything in terms of social media. You need a Facebook, you need a Twitter, you need a Google, you need a Pinterest, you need SEO, you need to have ads, you really need everything. The fact of the matter is, you can actually use one solution, the same solution that we use, which is LinkedIn. You can become a LiON on LinkedIn and market yourself that way. When you become a LiON, which is a LinkedIn open network, a networker, and you're able to target your ideal clients using keywords, which is the SEO, you're able to build relationships, which is the same thing as your social media presence, and you're able to encourage them to purchase, i.e. your PPC. Well, guess what? We have just combined the trifecta of marketing. Now, you've heard about it here, everywhere you go, that there are so many different ways that you can market. You need to have SEO, you need to have a website, you need to have this, you need to have that, you need to have ads, you need to be able to do everything to bring people in. Well, we figured out how to do all of that in one simple place, and the most effective place to this date. So stop being frustrated and get the results that you truly want. In a lot of cases, people are so bombarded with all of these different messages that they really don't know what's going on around them. Though LinkedIn is been shown to be one of the only social media platforms that is focused on professional networking. So people can understand you. And that way you're not screaming like this guy and saying, "Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?" The great thing about LinkedIn is that you can get predictable results. You can see exactly what you are going to get from it because of the fact of how you're doing it. It's done through outreach. You're not sitting there and waiting for yourself to get new leads and wait for clicks to your website, because all of this is done in a way that actually builds relationships and connects with people. We've actually seen an incredible return on our investment. As a matter of fact, when we switched from going from Facebook to LinkedIn, we saw a 300% increase in our return. And that was just the leads alone, not to mention all of the profits that came out of it. Now, what is a LiON marketer? Well, LinkedIn Open Networker, those are people who are willing to connect and build relationships with others online via LinkedIn. Now, the key component to being a LiON is having quality connections, building real relationships with them, not just going and accepting anybody. Now, if you do accept an invitation with somebody, that's fine. If you aren't able to do business right then and there, keep the door open, and they'll also be able to keep the door open for you. Now, there's a couple of steps that we follow religiously in this process. The first is to target them using those keywords. What is it that they're putting in their profile, selecting them, and then connecting with those people. From there, we've designed very specifically crafted messages that engage and interact with them so that you're able to actually learn about each other and build a quality relationship. Once you've done that, you know a little bit more about some of their challenges, some of the great things that are going on with them, and you can offer them resources that benefit them and also show you as the expert. After you've positioned yourself and you see that they're interested in what you have to offer, you can now intrigue them to buy. Of course, once they purchase, you just do what you do. You deliver and you wow them. Now let's dive in a little bit deeper. So when you're targeting somebody, you need to make sure the keywords that are in their profile is what you're searching for. And you can define those. You can actually break it down by demographics. And we highly recommend that you use a premium account because of the fact that when you use a premium account, you're able to do more searches, and you can also search for more people. Once you've done that, you send them a very well-crafted invitation to connect that's designed to engage them and to share why you're connecting with them, and it's not just the standard message. Once you've done that, you want to ask them questions, get to know them, show genuine interest in the questions you're asking them. If you have one set of questions for you and all of your sales team, they're going to know that it's not genuine, especially when they start getting the same questions from each one of your team members, if you guys have overlapping your target markets. And that is one of the biggest mistakes that you can make is creating just a templated set of questions that everyone gets. Each one of the profiles should really be customized to make sure that when you're speaking with somebody via LinkedIn, it's a genuine conversation. The next component, of course, is to share those resources. Give them something. And the biggest thing here that I have to stress is that when you share a resource, you are not asking them to opt in. You just give it to them. So if you have an ebook, you just give them the ebook. You don't say, oh, well, go to my website and then opt in and then this and that and the other. That doesn't work. It feels salesy, and it's not coming from a place of abundance or of helping them. It's coming from a place of taking. you want to make sure that you're helping them get better results with that gift as well. Once you've done that, intrigue them to meet, pique their interest so that you know that the next step they're going to take is get on the phone with you. They're going to purchase your product, watch your webinar, whatever it is, that intrigue that you need to get them to meet with you, so that way they do purchase from you, and or that at least they can refer their colleagues, their clients, their friends. Once you've done that, like I said, you just do what you do best. My business partner, Caitlin, loves the "What's Your Cookie?" So we go to the DoubleTree a lot, and they give you a cookie as soon as you walk in the door, which is one of our favorite parts about going there. And so what can you give them? Kind of that little bonus of like, wow, they really care about me. And that's a great way to wow them. Now, this is a checklist of things you should do every single day, if possible, or at least once a week. First, check and respond to all your messages. Check on your notifications. Take a look at who's viewed your profile. If they haven't connected with you, go ahead and ask them to connect and send them a message. Check all of the posts and in your groups. You can even comment on a couple things in there, and use Pulse, which is the LinkedIn's version of a blog, as your main blog. We've actually done this, and we've made invertstrategies.com/blog, and it just routes to Caitlin's Pulse profile. So if you want to learn more of these cool techniques, you can take out your phone and you can text video to 96,000. You're going to get a couple of other resources and and you'll be able to see some of the campaigns that we've used to build these out, as well as some other scripts and different components of that. There's a lot that goes into the Chief Marketing Officer's Handbook, lots of Q&A, and various things that we know will help you save money as well as increase your revenues. Now, in terms of using LinkedIn for this, there is definitely something special about having somebody else do it for you, especially if you want to be able to bring in 300 or more new leads every single month. Now, in most cases, we're looking at about 500. We can actually go up to 500 leads a month, which is what we're going to do here today, which is actually 1,000 connections sent. So let's just say you hire a VA for $30 an hour. They can do 20, and they're really good, so they can do 20 messages each hour. I'm just going to run through this. In the end, you're going to spend over 6 months about $10,000. And you might make $10,000 back. So it's going to take you 6 months to break even. I'm not even going to go into all the reasons why that doesn't make sense. Or you could just work with an expert who's going to be able to craft your entire platform in a way that is designed to intrigue and add value to your clients. And it's done in a unique way that's meant for you specifically, though it follows the same framework that we've built and we've set up for all of our other clients who use us for this. So you can either be overloaded with all these or choose one platform. The one platform that is going to get you the results that you want to get. Now, I love this. One of my favorite stories is about two salesmen. They both work for the same shoe company, and they're being sent all the way around the world to various places around the world to sell shoes. Now, it just happens that they are both going to the same island to sell shoes to. And the first is going there, and he's excited, and he gets off the boat, and he looks around, and he's devastated. because when he looks around, he notices that there's not a single person who's wearing shoes. And he's like, oh my gosh. He goes, he picks up the phone, he calls back home, and he lets them know, I'm coming back home. There's absolutely no hope here. Not a single person on the island wears shoes. So he starts on his way back. He gets a ticket on a cruise line back home. And on the cruise is getting off the other salesman. And the other salesman is really excited as well. He hasn't heard the news that there's no shoes. Nobody wears shoes. And he gets off and he looks around and he is just astonished by the fact that nobody on the island is wearing shoes. He calls home and he says, oh my God, you would not believe what I found out. Not a single person on this island is wearing shoes. We have the biggest opportunity in the world here. The entire island could buy shoes. Send as many fleets of ships with shoes as you can make. We have a gold mine here. So I have to ask you are you ready to use LinkedIn as your gold mine for leads? Are you ready to build your list and have experts manage your LinkedIn for you? And are you ready to do whatever it takes to make sure that you add value to other people and use LinkedIn as your platform to do that? Guess what? You're in luck today. What I have for you is something extremely special. We call it LiON Core. It's the core of LiON marketing. We'll bring in 300 leads every single month for you. If you'd like, we can also do up to 500 leads, like as I'd mentioned before. In that, we're going to set up your entire LinkedIn marketing, build your target marketing. You can track it. You'll be able to have the right message to connect with your clients, engage with them, and also the resources that you'll be able to build with them. From there, we're going to manage it for you on a monthly basis, sending those connections, engaging them with the messages that we've designed for you, as well as sending them the resources as they have to come. Now, just for you today, what I have to offer is a fast action bonus. When you take advantage of this today, you're also going to be able to have us optimize your LinkedIn profile so that it's really designed to attract the right customers and the right leads to you, so that when they look at your profile, they're actually really excited to connect and they're wanting to know more right away. So without further ado, go ahead and take advantage of this right now. Go ahead and click the link below, and you'll be able to go to the next page and see a special offer that we have for you. Thank you, and we'll see you at your marketing setup for your LiON Core.
We'll be right back after these short messages. Hey, you! Yes, you!